Okay, now I have put in your lesson notes for this French piece, Le Chant, count, count, count. All right. You and a lot of others who play this music, I have to keep saying count the beat, because it won't just happen by itself, unfortunately. All right. In the first bar, the note G is completely on its own. There's no chords or something filling in the beat in the left hand. The left hand is just staying stationary. All right. So to fill the gap, you have to count the beat. There's no other way, all right, that you can judge how far apart those opening notes should be, unless you count 1, 2, 3. See, so that you place the D exactly on the third beat. I can tell by what comes next whether you've counted that properly or not, okay? And the examiner will be able to tell as well. So make sure you count it out consciously. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this next bar, 2, 3 and 1. Okay, the quavers sometimes still come too fast. In this music, your semiquavers are your faster notes. Your quavers are actually quite slow in comparison, so don't rush them. 3 and 1, 2, break. Now again, count 1, 2, 3. So the D, the little finger, is placed exactly on the beat. Okay, the rhythm in bar 7 you have to be careful of as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, otherwise the crotchet D can get cut a bit short and you can come in with your third beat a little bit early if you're not careful. 1, 2, 3 and 2. Break here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the left hand here was a little bit on the slow side. It didn't match the right hand semiquaver, so make sure those notes do move. The first bar, the second time, they can slow down because it tells the music tells us, sorry, poco rit a little slower, so you can actually play those slower. But the first bar, the bar before, the semiquavers need to be up to the correct speed, okay? Now, 13 to 16, you got a bit of a muddle in your left hand, didn't you? So let's just go through that. Middle C with a 4, G with a 5. So the way the numbers of the fingering are shown on the music, 4 is at the bottom, thumb is written at the top. 4 underneath, thumb above. So that matches the notes. So the underneath note is the 4 and the upper note is the thumb. So the way the fingering is printed matches the order in which you play it with the notes, if that makes sense. Okay, now you've got to think really hard here. The G lifts to go down again, all right? Watch that. Lift the thumb and play the G again. But the underneath fingers, the 4 on the C to the 5 in the B, is connected, it's joined up. So only lift the thumb, hold the 4, okay? Then the next 2 chords, take the hand forward, you see I've moved my hand. Before you play the B and the E, B and E, move the hand forward. Now this time, you're lifting the little finger to go down again on the B, all right? And it's the E, lift the little finger, to the F sharp that is the joined note, okay? So lift the little finger, but hold the 2, put the little finger back down again, but with the thumb on the F sharp. Now you're going to carry on a little bit more. So these 2 notes here that you've just played are the same 2 notes in the next bar. But again, you must count the beats here. 1, 2, 3, and then it's C sharp, which is your 4th finger. So the F sharp must place on the 3rd beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, break. Ba 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 2, 3. Okay, and that's as far as we're going. I was just a little bit hesitant there because the D natural, and it is a D natural, sounds wrong to start with until you get used to it, but it is right. sounds as if it should be a major sound, but it's a minor sound. Because it's all based around D minor here. So you've got your C sharp and your, oh no, it's not, is it? It's F sharp and C sharp. So it sort of goes to D major almost, but it sounds a bit minor. It's actually a B minor chord. Okay, that's by the by. Anyway, so let's go again from bar 13. So I'm drawing my hand back because I'm not using the black key here. C and G, lift the thumb, B and G. Lift and move forward. B and E, lift the little finger and join onto the thumb. Then it's B for 2, F sharp, C sharp for 3 beats. Make a break, semiquavers, crotchet, quavers, and you finish on C sharp. Again, the rhythm in bar 19 is the same as the rhythm in bar 7, isn't it? So it's ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. Make sure the crotchet F sharp has its full length. Now the right hand from bar 13, you've played this bar before on the first line, so again watch your speed of the quavers. 2, 3 and 1, 2, little break, ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. Again, that rhythm we've seen 3 times now in bar 7, the bar we've just played, and in the left hand bar 19, the same rhythm 3 times. So it's semiquavers, crotchet, quaver, quaver, 2, 3. Now little break here. Where your thumb is, put your third finger so that you move the third finger to the D and the B will be with the thumb. Now this time the right hand is doing the lift and the join. The thumb lifts, but the third finger joins to the E, and you do that again. So lift the thumb on the B, play it down again, but the top notes join. So make sure you've got that in the right hand. I think maybe some more hands separately practice on that third line of music. Certainly the new section is hands separately anyway, but I think a bit more hands separately than putting together for that might be safer this week.